So traders, I want to do a quick little update for you on gold and silver. I'm going to be looking at the intraday charts and sharing with you what I see right now happening with gold and silver today. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. If you haven't done so, make sure you grab that free trading course below. There's 4 phases. No matter what you need help with, the chart reading, maybe the trading systems, maybe you need some help. You're losing a lot of money, you don't know why, so you need help with understanding the bigger mistakes. Link in the description. Let's actually go to the good old gold and silver. Let's actually bring up the gold chart first. And then there's an interesting pattern in silver that I want to share with you. Actually, there might be a trade there for me on the good old silver. But let's actually have a look at this here. So we're looking at 2 different types of screens here, and this let's actually, can I blow this up? No, that's not going to do that. How can I do this? All right, I'll just leave it there. So we can see what's happening through here. We're seeing how much, you know, this is the daily chart up here, and we can see how the daily chart has actually ran up. We've come back down, and now we can see, let me just minimize this for a minute. And now we can see this market holding through here really strongly below my 50 moving average. Now remember, this is the daily chart to the top, and we can see the market dropping to the downside, and now we're just slowly going up. Now this could either mean 2 things, and it's I'm gonna get some flack about this in the chat box, but I don't care. If we break up, we're likely to go up. If we break down, we're likely to go down. Oh, I know. But just hear me out for a minute, okay? I tell you what, every time I say that, I have the guys, some of you guys in the chat box just go, absolutely no shit, Sherlock. And they're like, so if it goes up, it's going to go up. If it goes down, it's going to go down. Right. Got it. What I mean by this is right now, this sort of pattern, we don't know which way it's likely to go. Okay. So we need to say, okay, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Now the bottom here is the hourly chart. I want to get to that in just a minute, but I want to share with you the pattern on the daily chart first. Okay. Oh, I just, so many bumblebees. But as we can see, what we're looking for is this, is that we have this resistance level right here. Notice that resistance like a bit of a short double top. So if we hold here and then we start to break up above this double top, then this resistance level is now likely to what? Become support. If we break up, then we're now likely to do this and then rally back up towards the top up here. Now, here's the really interesting thing. If we do that, then this here is going to be a significant higher low, and this indeed may be the start in the makings of a 3K target, or at least a 2,000 target on gold, right? A minimum 2,000 target, because that's that shoulder, head, shoulder. There's a pattern shoulder, head, shoulder formation there. There's a big picture shoulder, head, shoulder there, okay? But on the short-term basis, we can see there's like a bit of a double top, and we're holding here. Sometimes you got to get these, what we call like a bear flag. It's like, oh, it's a bear flag. It's going to go down. Wrong. We don't know, right? We don't know. There's so many times, and guys, I've seen this so many times where the market would come down like this here, and we get like a bit of a bear flag, and then suddenly it breaks up like that, and before you know it, just completely goes up like that. So remember, this bear flag is also inside of a low, and then we've got a significant low, drop down. This could be a higher low before this. We could be doing that. So that's that daily chart there. Okay, so keep that in mind. Remember, we have this resistance level here and the resistance level here. Now let's have a look at this here. So we're going to go and have a look at the hourly chart here. Okay, so that resistance level there is that point through there. Okay, that resistance point through there is that point through there. Remember, the top chart is the daily charts. The bottom charts is the hourly charts. So you can see here, we actually hit resistance, came back down, and we could be, I'm not saying this is going to be, guys, so you don't want to jump in now. And I'm not even telling you to place a trade. This is just me just educating you on chart reading and stuff like that, okay? Other than that, it's no go. It's a no go. It's at no go. So we can see what's happening through there. So if this holds here, this is going to give us what? A little low, a little higher low. And if we rally up like this, rally up, and we break this resistance level, remember that's going to break that double top on that daily charts. And then we're now likely to go up. And if that happens, then we're now likely to at least run towards the top of that level here. And then as I said before, and if that happens, then that's probably going to be a big higher low through here, which is likely to be then probably likely to see this break in 1900 and on its way up to at least 2000. And then on top of all that, there's a big massive monthly cup and handle pattern, which gives us a 3000 target. So there's a lot of things coming into play right now. And I wanted to share this with you. So I want to keep an eye on this, guys. Again, I'm not saying this is definitely going to be. This double top could be in play. And we start to break it. We start to go down here, and then away we go. And then this whole formation through here is nothing but just a continuation on the downside. So just keep an eye out for that. Now, let's go have a look at the silver prices. And we see what's happening here on the silver market as well. There's a lot of interesting thing that's happening with silver right now. So let's go back to this daily charts, and I know this looks very, very busy here. Can I bring that down? No, I can't. Can I? No. All right, cool. So I know it looks very busy here. On the daily chart, the top is the daily chart. Okay. Now look at this here. I want to share something with you. Okay, John, well, go ahead and tell them. Oh, golly. We can see we've actually had a lot of different support levels all through this level through here. Right? That level through there is this level through here. You know what? In fact, let me actually change the colors. Can I change you to say this color here? All right, so you can see that's that color there, and this longer term trend line, I'm going to keep that blue, and I'll keep that blue as well too. Okay, so you can see that this is the daily chart up the top here, the hourly chart down the bottom here. And traders, when you start to really master the art of multiple time frames, that's when your trading is going to absolutely just explode. By using the higher time frames as breaking through resistance, support, trend analysis, and then using the lower time frame to trade with that is the single most powerful thing on the planet. Because if you have for me, I love trading the daily charts on the stock market. So if I have a strong weekly upward trend like this, let me share this with you here. If this is the weekly chart and we've got a very beautiful strong upward trend and we're just going through a bit of a pullback, then I know we're likely to do something like that. There's no guarantees, right? But I know there's a probability on a pullback when I like that. So if I'm looking to get into a trade and I know the market goes through stair steps, called this the daily chart, this is the weekly chart, okay, and then we start to go through a bit of a pullback through here, then guess what? I know that if I'm jumping in on a pullback, then I'm jumping in on a very strong weekly upward trend. So it's the higher time frame jumping in on. The high time frame is like if you think about the markets, think about the daily charts being like the little boats and so on and so forth, right? So think about it as a river. The weekly chart is like the overall stream of the river, right? So if you have a stream, and sometimes the stream can be just not doing much, right? Just going sideways, pretty flat, not much going on. Right? That's the stream. Okay, cool. But sometimes you have a stream where the stream is rallying up quite strongly. We've got a very, 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 very strong stream going to the upside. And this is the daily charts here. And what we're looking for is we're now looking for the daily charts here. We're now looking for a good time. And all we're doing for is, again, we're identifying a strong stream. And on the daily charts, this is us here, right? Again, there's your muscles. So, oh, I love it. All right. A little bit of feet there as well too. All right. And happy camper. All right. All right, cool. All right. So, and all we're doing here, okay, all we're doing on the daily chart is we're trying to find just a really good time to jump in and let the stream take us. All right. So that's what the higher time frame is really all about. It's okay. Where's the stream? Let me take it with you, okay? And that's what we try to do all the time. But what we can see here is we can see the stream we can see that right now on the hourly chart on the daily charts, we can see this sort of red line is a strong resistance level. Okay. So because it's a strong resistance level, if we break back above it, guess what? This now support level here. I know there's a lot of trend lines here, and I wish I could just, you know what? I'll just leave it there. Yeah. So you can see how there's a lot of resistance here. It's a lot of support. It's actually now becoming resistance all a couple of days here. If we get back above here, then we're actually probably likely to create a nice move up towards up here, at least on a short-term basis towards the top up here. So if we go look at that that's on the daily charts there. Now we go to the hourly chart, we can see what's happening here on the hourly chart. Look at this here. We have this whole level down the bottom here, all these support levels here. So all this level here on the hourly chart is this level right here on the daily charts. With me so far? Okay, cool. And this point through here is actually that point through there on the daily charts. This is the hourly charts. This is the daily charts. And now we're actually breaking down, and you can see we actually had a little false breakdown, and then it failed and completely reversed, right? So, and now we're getting a little bit of a run up and a bit of a pullback. So looking at this hourly chart, I also can see that there's a confluence of resistance points. And so if we break back above this level here, it's going to be very, very strong. So the confluence of the resistance points are here. First, so we have this trend line coming down the bottom, this sort of strong trend line coming down through here. But if I squeeze up my daily charts here and squeeze up my hourly chart, you'll be able to see what I'm looking at here for a minute. Okay, it's not showing me 100%, but this trend line down the bottom here, let me actually change that color here for a minute to... let's just change that to, say, a purple. All right, purple. So you can see here that this purple long-term trend line is also this major support level. So you can see look what's happened down the bottom here on this hourly chart. And it's also happened, you see how it actually broke past this, it broke actually underneath this support level, and now it could be breaking back above. What does that mean? That means this whole thing is a false breakout. John, it's called a false breakdown. No, it's not. It's called a false breakout. All right. So we actually broke out we broke to the downside, and then it's a false breakdown. Whatever. All right. And we can see we actually have that. So we can see we have a little false breakdown through here, and if we get a reversal back up, that's a very, 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 very strong sign. This is actually what I call like a slingshot pattern. We get down here. Now, we haven't got confirmation yet, so don't jump on it. Don't even be trading on based on this video anyway, because it's based on a pattern, right? But you can see how we pulled back here. If we get a reversal back up, we could actually start to make a nice move back up towards 28 level on the on silver. So that means this whole thing here is just like that little thought of, that false breakdown, get people short. And what they do is they get below the support levels. There's a lot of stops down here, so they stop the markets. They run the stops. They also get people short because they think, oh, the market's broken past support level, it's going to break down, and they get people short, and then then the market does that on them, and like, oh crap. So that's the big picture. Remember, see, this is the big picture. See how I'm just really building the big picture for you right now. But what I'm looking at here is look what we're developing right now as well too. On the silver hourly chart, we're developing what? A nice bull flag, beautiful bull flag on this hourly chart. Now we're just going into the smaller time frame. And as you can see, right, the big picture, small picture, big. If you start to combine the different time frames, you start to really get there's a level through there, a level through there, and a level through there. And as you can see, so there's a bit of a bull flag. So again, the bull flag could actually easily drop down and do that, and then we're just going to probably head back down again. But if we do have a good strong breakout bar like that on the silver chart, guess what? That's now a false breakout there. And if we do that, then on a minimum basis, we're likely to run to the top. And let me actually just copy paste. Let me actually create another resistance level here. So on a resistance level, on a short-term level, guys, if we break this level through here, then we're now likely to at least run back up towards the top up here, which is this resistance through here as well too. Actually, there is a little bit of short-term little other resistance here, but that major level is around about that 2650 level there. I believe that's where we're likely to run to at least. We'll probably pause and pull back out of that. And then once we break it, then we're probably likely to see a much even bigger move when it comes to, actually the trend lines are not showing there. So, but you can see up the top here as well too. You can see how all these resistance levels up top here. So we're probably doing that. So you can see we're at a confluence of resistance over here. We break back above, guys. This whole thing is going to be like a big false breakout. Plus we've got the bull flag formation. So on it, guys, this is a short-term basis, right? This is maybe analysis for today, maybe tomorrow, okay? Absolute short-term basis. Don't say, oh, John, you said it's going to go down and for the last week it's gone up or something. I'm not saying it's going to go anywhere, right? Trading is all about confirmation, then probability. Okay, to me, look at this here. All right, like class is in session. So for me, trading is all about, okay, there's a pattern, confirmation of the pattern. If we get that, there's a confirmation of this pattern. Now, the confirmation happens. Now there's a probability. That means out of 10 trades, if you took the exact same 10 trades here, probably 3 are going to be losers, 7 are going to be profits. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Make sense? So that's how we look at it. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Hope you really enjoyed today's little deep dive. Just some stuff that I've been doing, some analysis today, and I really wanted to share with you what I've been looking at, what I've been seeing. And guys, if you like this sort of stuff, then grab that free trading course. Link in the description. See you next week. See you soon.